guys, welcome to my channel. This is Kira coming at you guys today again with another K-pop chit chat. Get ready with me. Today we're going to be talking about the latest releases. There were some, I don't want to say like surprises, but it just feels really nice to like have like two albums that you're so excited about. Two albums that are like feeding you and just giving you what you need. Because I listened to B.I, Zero Base One, Stray Kids, Kiss of Life, aespa, Young J. I think just those six, because those were really the albums that I was like just interested in like checking out. But yeah, let's see where we're gonna start. Let's start with B.I. So with B.I.'s album, I was actually kind of like indifferent to it. I liked it more than the last EP, but it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite, and I was like, you know what? Like, I probably just gotta listen to the songs a few more times, because there were a couple of songs on there that sounded all right, but it wasn't like as like hard hitting as I wanted it to be. I did really like Loved, but there was like only one other song on there that I was like, okay, like this one like sounds good to me or whatever. I forget the name of it, because like y'all, if I'm gonna be completely honest, like I've had the two other albums on repeat, so like I just really didn't give some of the albums like a second listen yet. So this is just my thoughts so far, because this is still pretty fresh. Like the albums have only been out like 2, maybe 3 days. So yeah, that's how I felt about that, which is like, it's just kind of like, man, because like, y'all know, like I love B.I. I love B.I. I love his music. I think he's a freaking genius. But like, I mean, if something ain't like hitting a certain way for me, like I'm just gonna be real about it. Like, I'm just gonna say it. And it wasn't like hitting like as hard as I would have liked for it to hit, but I still did enjoy it more than the last one that he put out. So I think his favorite albums for me are still his first 2 full albums, especially the second one. Like the second one was really just eating, like especially like Illusion. Like, he did not have to go that crazy, because Illusion is still that girl today. It's still that girl. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about Stray Kids. And I had already mentioned in my reaction, I like Stray Kids' older stuff a lot more than the stuff that they've come out with the last couple years. So I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I really wasn't expecting much from the new album for me. I understand there's a certain sound that people like, and me personally, I'm just not the biggest fan of like noise music. Like, there's plenty of K-pop noise songs that I like, but they're generally not my favorite. And and my thing with Stray Kids, I just wish they would like just sing more. Like the first thing in music is singing. Like first you have the music, and then to the music is singing. That comes before anything else. That comes before rapping. That comes before, like, you know, rapping hasn't even been around that long. But I just wish they would sing more. And me personally, I think Chris is a better singer than he is a rapper, and I just wish he would do that more. And then, like y'all already know, if y'all know, me personally, I prefer like ballads and slower songs, because I prefer vocalists usually, and I feel like vocalists are able to showcase their vocal skills more in ballads and slower songs. Like, that's just my personal preference. Of course, with the exception of like Bobby, like obviously he's like a rapper and he's like one of my ults, but I generally prefer vocalists over rappers. Let's just say that, because I just love a good singer. But But yeah, so like I listened to the album and I honestly like, it really wasn't for me. I think I saved like one song from the whole album, which sucks because like, unlike B.I., like he only had like 5 songs on his album, whereas Stray Kids, they had like 10 or 9, something like that. And I think the only song that I kept was the slow one. I can't remember the name of it. But even then, I still wasn't that crazy about it. But I did like how they really like went in on their vocals. I feel like they need to do that more. I feel like that was like the most they showcased their vocal line at all in that song. Like Seungmin, like I feel like they should just be exercising his vocals more. Chris needs to be exercising his vocals more. Like, y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. So yeah, I was kind of sad about that, but like, I mean, everybody has like their own taste or whatever. And I just have a very particular taste, I feel like, at this point, which is also why I don't do album reactions. I've had people ask me numerous times to like react to said album. And the thing about it is, by the time I get my reaction, my MV reactions up, I've already listened to the album. Cause like I'll be listening to it while I'm editing and while I'm uploading. So yeah, like I've already listened to it by the time like people have asked me to react to it. But I also I'd rather not react to it because often I'll listen to an album and I either won't like it or I'll like 1 or 2 songs. And it's just not gonna be a fun reaction video for me to just be sitting there and I'm just like, mid! Like, who wants to watch that? Like, nobody wants to watch that. Like, I'm pretty like particular about like the stuff that I like. Maybe I'll upload a reaction, an album reaction, if it turns out I like the whole album. Like maybe from now on, like I'll film me reacting to it and I'll only post it if it was a good reaction. Cause y'all, like I've filmed some MV reactions and my reaction was not good at all. And so like, I just didn't post it. Like I would literally be sitting there like, cause like I just wasn't enjoying it at all. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna post that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't wish Stray Kids would go back to like their roots with like, I need more of I'm You era, okay? Like that's what I need, okay? Because I'm You is still my favorite Stray Kids song. I just love it so much. Like we got an ample amount of vocals that matched very well with the song. We got an ample amount of rap line. Like it was like the perfect balance for them. And it's just like, it was just a great song. So like, I need more of that kind of energy from them. Okay, so next we're gonna do aespa. Now, aespa, the funny thing with them is I actually like almost started staying them. Like I thought I was gonna stay in them, but for some reason, like I just lost interest, which was the same thing that happened with Stray Kids. I was actually a stay for a second, but then I was like, yeah, like I just don't really, I don't know. I don't feel like I give stay vibes. I don't feel like I give stay vibes. And I just kind of like fell off their stuff. Like I said, like I like their older music a lot more, and yeah, whatever. So with aespa, I stood them for like 2 seconds, whatever. Like I thought I was gonna be standing them, but like I said, I just kind of fell off. But they're still like one of those groups, I guess I would say I casually stand because I paid attention to what they're doing and I keep decent track of them so I can know what's going on with them, so I can anticipate like any new releases or whatever. But my thing with them, I feel like, once again, we have a group. In my opinion, they have a good vocal line. Like to me, Winner and Ning Ning, like I feel like they're good vocalists. And what I don't like is like how they'll have like these songs. I don't want to like sound harsh or like too like critical, but it just seems like some of their songs are just thrown together. Like let's make like a catchy line or something like that, and then just throw a whole bunch of different like sound effects, and then boom, like we got it. Like it's literally like the female version of like noise music, and they'll always try to like squeeze in Nene and Winner's like vocals like on the bridge. So oftentimes the bridge will be the only part of the song that I like, and the rest of the song is just kind of like what is this song? Like it's hard to follow the song. Like, you know, usually you'll hear a song for the first time and you know when to expect the beat drop. You know, you can feel when the chorus is coming up. But I feel like with a lot of their songs, like you can't, like you're not getting any direction. Like you don't know where it's gonna go. And maybe some people like that, but I feel like whoever makes their songs, like there's like, they don't really follow like a formula. And that's okay sometimes if like you do it a certain way. And I don't know, like I feel like Winner and Nene, like they're being kind of robbed of like decent vocal opportunities, if that makes sense. And I feel like their last like 3 albums have been like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between any of their last few albums. Like y'all could have just put all that on one big full album. Like, cause I can't tell the difference. And once again, like it sounds harsh, but like this is just like my true feelings of like how I feel. And like it's not hateful or anything like that. Like I'm just saying, like their company or their team, I feel like they need to serve them a bit better. Like I feel like the members are more than their visuals. And while I love a good visual, like we all like to see pretty things and cool looking things. We all love it. But when you have members that are more than just like being cute and being pretty, like utilize like their actual talents. And like oftentimes, like when Nene and Winner, they're hitting their high notes, the music is doing so damn much, I feel like it's being drowned out sometimes. Which is why like I cannot wait for Nene to have like an actual full solo so I can just hear her, honestly. Because I don't feel like they be doing them right. And then like I was really hoping that on this album we were gonna get like a like an R&B vibe song, because like y'all know how I am with my R&B. Y'all know how I am with like my throwback sound. When you have members who have certain styles of singing, they have certain types of vocal voices, like y'all need to quit robbing them. Like give them a song where they can shine. And Winner in particular, her voice goes so well with like the R&B vibe. Like give them an R&B song. They need to put me on the team. Put me on the team, because I'll get that shit together, okay? Because they doing my girls dirty. So yeah, like with this, with their new album, I just was kind of, once again, I was just kind of indifferent. And I think I saved like 1 or 2 songs. I'm just really hoping like their next comeback, whenever that is, I just hope that we get a different vibe. Like I want to hear vocal line screaming in my face. That's what I want to hear. Okay, so next we're gonna be talking about Kiss of Life, y'all. So if y'all know, y'all already know that for the longest time the only girl group that I stan was Blackpink. But like for the longest time that was the only girl group that I stand. And then, like I said, aespa came along and I was like almost certain I was gonna stan them, but then it just fell off. And then I came across XG. I stanned them almost immediately. Like they were just everything that I needed in a girl group. Just like they ate too hard when I reacted to them. Also, if y'all want to go see my first reaction of theirs, like go watch it. I was so impressed, and I was just so like, I could have cried honestly, because I love them. So I stan XG as well, And now I also stand Kiss of Life. Like, when I watched their first video, I was like, they're just so different. Like, there's just something different about them. Like, I just feel like they're breaking barriers as far as like the girl groups go. Like, they're just kind of like doing whatever. They're breaking more barriers than the boy groups, honestly. Like, they're doing some things that I haven't seen in any of the boy groups videos. And y'all know they don't be letting the girl groups do nothing. They don't even let them write their own stuff majority of the time. And I think Julie, I think that she was a writer before she was in the group, I think. I feel like I heard that somewhere. So like, I love a writer. I love a writer. I have so much respect for writers. I just instantly fell in love with them. The first time I reacted to them, I loved both of the MVs. I loved both of the songs. I loved the vibes, the girls. I just loved everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm on y'all's ass. Okay, I'm on y'all's ass. So I was very excited for this comeback. But I was nervous. I was like, oh, like, I hope I'm gonna like this album, because I liked the last one, but it was just like a little mini album. And then like 4 of the songs were solos, which kind of surprised me. I was like, now we got 4 solo songs at debut. Like, I was like, okay, like, they letting these girls do stuff. But anyway, so I like that, but I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna like this one too? Because like, I really want to like stand them. Like, I want to be in this. And I loved it, y'all. I loved it. Like, when y'all, I was so impressed, not just by them, but by their team. Like, some of the songs had like this old, because y'all know how I love that stuff. They had, it was like this old sound. Like, Nobody Knows, which I'm actually gonna film a couple reactions after this. I'm gonna react to Red Velvet. I'm gonna react to Red Velvet and Kiss of Life's new video. I didn't even know that Kiss of Life was having another MV, but it's to Nobody Knows, and I love Nobody Knows. Like, it was just giving. It was giving. So like, I'm super excited to see that video, because like, I love that song. And when I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this beat is 90s as fuck. And honestly, to me, it sounds like they might have sampled Brandy. That's what it sounded like. If it's not a sample, it still has that same sound. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I love the beat already. So like, I fell in love with that, and the song wound up being so good. And then Belle and Hano's vocals, like, oh my gosh, y'all, it was just, even Natty, like, she be eating too on the vocals. Like, she's not the main vocalist, but like, she still does so good. So like, I was impressed. I was not expecting that sound out of them. I was not expecting it at all. So I was instantly impressed and shocked and surprised, pleasantly surprised. And then the other songs, they were just eating. Like, there was this one song that like, the sound had like that J-Lo Love Don't Cost a Thing sound. I don't know what instrument it is, but when I heard it, I was like, I'm like in love. Like, I'm so in love. Honestly, I was expecting that kind of energy from XG on their last album, because like, XG already has like that R&B-esque kind of like vibe to them. And I didn't get that. And this time I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, okay. But Kiss of Life came through, and yeah, they was eating. Like, I liked every single song. Every single song on the album. Bad News actually wound up being my least favorite, even though that was the title track. Usually the title track is usually my least favorite, or I usually don't like it at all. I very rarely love the title track to like anything. Like, I'm always like, why did they pick that one? Like, why did their team pick that one? They could have picked this other one. Like, I'm always just thinking like, I know best like, than their teams. Yeah, like, I absolutely loved it. I still don't even have a favorite song on the album, because like I loved every single one. I was so impressed. So I'm so happy that we're getting another video, y'all. I cannot wait to see it. Oh, and if y'all didn't know, Belle is my bias and Natty is my bias record. Yeah, they're very much giving, very much giving. Okay, so the last one that I'm gonna talk about is Young J. Now, I feel like a lot of people on here, they don't know that I stan Got7, like I'm an Agase. like, I think it's supposed to be I Got 7 now, but that's weird. I still be saying Agase. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that because I don't really talk about them as much. But there's not a lot going on with them as a group. Like members are in the military, or they're just doing their own solo stuff. They're just focused on their own stuff right now. So I don't talk about them as much. But yeah, I do stand them. I actually got into them and iKON like at the same time, which was like kind of funny. I wanted to give Young Jay stuff a second try because his first solo, or his debut solo, it was kind of, it wasn't really for me. But I was like, I'm gonna give my boy another try because I think he's a great vocalist. I was like, so I feel like he deserves another try just for the fact that he's a great vocalist. And this was gonna be another full album. So I was like, okay, period. Like, something gotta sound good out of all these songs. So I reacted to his Envy, and I thought the Envy was so cute. I thought the song was catchy. So I was for sure gonna listen to the whole album. And y'all, his new album sounds so good. It sounds so good. I was like he gave like different vibes. Like, one of them kind of had like an R&B-esque like throwback vibe. One of them was giving very much K-drama. Some of them have just like an easy listening chill vibe to it. Like, he switched up the vibe like numerous times in the album, and every song was eaten. I think there was maybe like, one song that I didn't keep. But everything else was like, I loved it. Like, everything sounded so good. I was so proud of him, and I was so happy that I decided to give it another chance. Cause like, that's how it be sometimes, unfortunately. Like, sometimes you'll have groups that everything they come out with you love. But in reality, there's gonna be things that aren't up your alley, things that aren't really your taste, things that you don't really like. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Like, if you put out stuff that I liked before, surely I'm gonna like something else again. So I'll keep giving, groups and idols like multiple tries. Cause it just be like that sometimes, unfortunately. He really ate, and I feel like a lot of people be sleeping on him. In my opinion, he's the best vocalist in the group, but I don't feel like he's one of the group fan favorites. So people just kind of like ignore him, I guess. But that's where my complaint comes in. I just feel like there's a lot of K-pop stans that they're not in K-pop for the right reasons. Like, they're in it just because they're obsessed with certain idols, and they don't really they're not really here for the music and the talent. And I really hate that. Because so many K-pop stans are like that, like certain idols, they get looked over. And it sucks. Also, y'all, I'm going to see Jimmy Brown next week. Super excited because he's my favorite K R&B artist. And I'm going to Dallas to see him. So I'm definitely going to vlog that. So if y'all are into like K R&B or just Jimmy Brown in particular, like, be on the lookout for that, because I cannot wait to go see him. It's gonna be him and Rob. I really don't know anything about Rob. I'm literally just going for Jimmy. Because it was originally supposed to be the Good Days Boys. So it was supposed to be Jimmy, Rob, and Sweet the Kid, but then like some shit happened with Sweet the Kid, so he basically got booted off the tour. Which is fine because I wasn't going for him either. But yeah, this is gonna be my first concert where I'm gonna be at the concert alone, because I couldn't find anybody to go with me. So it's gonna be kind of weird. I'm like, I've gone to a concert alone before, but it's just still kind of like, I've never been to like any K concert alone. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of sad. But I might, depending on how long I'm there, because it's just like a little day trip, I might link up with one of my mutuals while I'm there. because I hate to go all the way there and like not see anybody. Also, speaking of like K-R&B has been like very lackluster lately. Like, does anybody else notice that? Like, nothing has been going on in that sphere. As far as like my faves go, nothing has been going on. Like, okay, so my favorite K-R&B artists, we got Hoodie, Davida, Jimmy, Gemini. I really like Gray. I feel like a lot of people sleep on Gray. I love Gray. Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. GRWM, even though like GRWM, he's still a K-pop idol, like he's very much now in the K-R&B hemisphere too. I love him as a R&B artist. Love GRWM stuff. J-Bum has good stuff too, but GRWM, like he be giving me exactly what I need. Like, I wish he was a R&B artist this whole time. But yeah, Hoodie, she came out with a new album recently, and she's my favorite female K-R&B artist, but it just wasn't like giving really. To me, Departure for her was the best album. Jimmy, he comes out with so many songs that I feel like it's been getting like a little saturated lately, and some of the stuff is like kind of sounding the same. He still has like so many good ones though, because he does come out with so much. Like, he'll just drop like random single after single after single after single. And then Gemini, I feel like he's kind of like slowed down a little bit, just because like he's been on tour, numerous tours, and he dropped a couple EPs. So like, I feel like he's just kind of slowing down now, just because he did do so much recently. I went to go see him earlier this year too. That vlog is on this channel. And then Davida, I liked her last album, and she's supposed to be coming out with another one. So I'm like, girl, like, I know it's ready, just put it out, because she be eating. And the thing I like about her is, I think she grew up in like Chicago or something like that. So a lot of her stuff is in English, and some of the stuff that she be singing about, I'd be like, oh. Sometimes I need like a little raunchy, little grown raunchiness, you know what I mean? I love her for that. But yeah, like, y'all just let me know like how y'all feel about these comebacks, because I feel like in this video I was a little bit more heavily opinionated than I normally put off on here. But I just want to create an environment here where we can freely talk about what we like and what we don't like without getting any hate, because it's not like we're being hateful. We're just expressing like what we like and what we don't like, what we want to see, what we don't see. Like, we're not attacking the artist or anything. Like, there's gonna be certain like things you don't like with the music, and that's okay. So if there's like certain things that y'all don't like, or certain comebacks that you did like, whatever you liked, whatever you didn't like, whatever you loved, like, feel free to comment it down below. If anybody attacks you or says anything, their stuff is just gonna get deleted and they're gonna be hidden. So don't worry about that. This is a safe space, okay? Because I'll tell y'all right now, like, when it comes to like my groups that I actually stand, I got plenty of things about them that I don't really like. And that's totally normal. Like, don't y'all have like friends and family, like there's things about them that you don't like, but you still love them? Like, it's okay. Everything's not gonna be perfect. Because like with my groups, like there are things like about the labels, obviously, that like I can't stand, I don't like. But then there's also things about the group as a whole, members, that I don't like. Like I have things to say about Blackpink, iKON, GOT7, CIX. Like, I have something to say about all of my groups. Like, there's gonna be some things that you're just not jiving with, and like, that's totally okay. It's not an attack. Like, it just means I care, and I just want to see like certain improvements, because we all want our groups to persevere and just be great, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. I have work today too, and my hair is kind of like, honestly, it's time for me to wash it. So like usually around this time, like I'll pop some curls in there. Cause like I hate how it looks when it's straight when I need to wash it. It just be giving very much like stale, and I don't like that. I really want to put some more waves in my hair, but I need to get a new waver instead of like borrowing my friends again. But I thought that was so cute on me the last time I had it. It just takes forever to do. Also, like I kind of want to do a Q&A too. Like I want to do a Q&A where y'all can literally like ask me like whatever. Not saying that I'm gonna answer everything, but like y'all can just ask me like literally whatever. It can be like K-pop, it can be not about K-pop, like it can just be literally whatever. But I just feel like it's so early in my channel days, so I'm like, is anybody like actually gonna ask me any questions? And like I would just direct people to my Instagram, but I don't really have like a lot of followers on my new Instagram, especially like followers like from here. And then like even on my TikTok, y'all, like I got followers on there, and I just feel like people are they're just not engaging like how they used to at all. Like it's just not the same there anymore. Meanwhile, I'm kind of sad. Somebody recognized me at the iKON concert, and like they found my YouTube, and they were like, wait, weren't you the girl that made the K-pop heirloom TikTok? And I was like, yeah. And they said they saw me at the concert, and I'm just thinking like, why didn't you say anything? I mean, I guess because like honestly, like some people are like bitches in person, and like they just don't even want to like deal with the possibility of that. So like I guess I get it. But y'all, if y'all ever see me in person anywhere, like please come up and say hi. Like I might be awkward just because like my anxiety is like really bad, especially in person, but like that would literally just like make my life. Oh, I barely did this side. This side is like way looser than the other side. Like I like to do the curls like kind of tight, and then like I'll let them sit there, and then I'll comb through it, and then it'll like kind of loosen up throughout the day. It looks really cute when it starts to loosen up. Damn it. Just can't get a good curl on this one. There's always one side of my head that just cooperates better than the other one. What the hell? This side is just not wanting to do anything. Like, what is going on? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, just to give the hair a little extra something, because it was just looking just so dead and lackluster. Like, look, bruh. Get it together. Like, oh my gosh, that's gonna annoy me. Like, anywho, it's not giving, babes. It's not giving. Like, this side looks so short. Okay, I'm gonna fix that later. I'm gonna fix it later. I have like another hour before I even have to like actually get ready to leave. Anyway, so that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.